Next in our design thinking process is define. Define allows us to understand all the constraints and criteria that go into this project. Now, with every robot, you have an end in mind, a goal. And with yours, it could be the contest that you're working towards. And so you would understand what it is that robot must do, or what objects that robot must manipulate in order for you to be able to complete the project. In our example, where we have to gather these different sized balls and put them in a hopper so that they can be sorted, we have to design our manipulator to be able to get underneath different sized balls, and they're going to roll around. So we're going to have to push to begin with. Once we've pushed them and corralled them up against a wall, then we can lift them up into the air, because it's going to have to go into a hopper. That hopper is going to be at least 8 inches off the ground, so we have to make sure that our arm reaches up that high. We also have to make sure our hopper will hold those balls, and probably the more the better, because we want to get them there as quickly as possible. So we're going to take that all into consideration when we define our project, when we understand the criteria and constraints. Also about the what we're going to use material-wise, we're going to use a basic Vex robotic claw bot. And so that's what we're going to start with. We're going to take the claw off, and we're going to replace it with a manipulator that we feel is better for what we're trying to do. Once we get started, we should take about 6 to 10 hours to complete this entire project. Now, with all of that in mind, you should be able to narrow down your choices and come up with a pretty good idea of at least 2 or 3 manipulators you might use in solving this problem.